Hey guys, so now that we have understanding of Node.js and Express.js, it's time to create our API. So we're going to create our movies API where we will be performing some sort of CRUD operations and wiring things up to MongoDB. So let me get into my D drive and create a new folder. We're going to start a project from scratch. I'll say movies.api. Let me get into my WebStorm now and open that folder. So it's an empty folder, nothing is inside it. Let me let me bring up the terminal and say npm init. It's not mandatory to have a config file, but it's a good idea to have one. So I'm going to create a package.json file. For now, I'm going to accept default values. And that should create a package.config file for me, package.json. Next, we will be working with Express, so it's necessary we should have Express installed. So I'm going to say npm install express -- save. Express is installed. Let's add our main file. So I'll say add new JavaScript file. I would name it app.js. So I'm going to paste some code here. So it's just for creating a server, so we know it. We did it in our previous videos, so I just pasted it. Now I'm just doing nothing other than just starting up the server. Let's go ahead and add a route. This time I'm going to create a route in a different way. I will create a movies router. I'll say express.router. So this router function is used to create a route. I'll say movies router dot route empty route. I'll go with empty one. Say when get, I'm gonna say some message. That's it. Now I've created a movies router, but I'm nowhere saying that when to use it. So I'll say when the request contains hostname / movies, I'm saying use this router. So whenever a request comes from the user having this URL, and that request will be handled by this function. So that's pretty much. Let me get into my terminal one more time and say nodemon app.js. I'm not installing nodemon because in previous video I've installed it globally. So once I install it globally, I don't need to install it in every project. I can use across all the projects. So I'm gonna hit enter. Server is running. Let me get into Chrome and say localhost 3000. It says cannot get because we haven't implemented any route for this URL. So we have a route for movies, and our router is working fine. So that's how you create routes in Express.js. This is the cleaner way of creating, because you might have many number of routes in your application, so it's a good idea to differentiate them this way. So you can have movies router. If you have books, you can have a books router, and so on. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next video.